Greetings and welcome back to Here's What I Heard. I'm Laura DeGoddess, your hostess. Thank you for clicking on my acre of the internet today. Today's video is going to be about a clip that came across my Facebook feed this morning as I was drinking my coffee, which is also a modern day example, and you'll get that in a minute, of why I actually stopped watching cable news to begin with a long time ago. But before I get any further, allow me to thank my followers and subscribers and donors so far. Every little bit helps and is appreciated. So please help me qualify for monetization and help me to stay independent. I'm told that the best things that you can do to help that are to subscribe, share, like, comment, and of course the ultimate would be a donation. All my links are below in the description. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps, and the more I get, the faster I can include you in my conversation. So I do love it when something regarding historical theater or entertainment comes up in my feed. My father was a history professor after serving his country for 30 years, and being in high school at the time, I decided that if I had to learn boring old history, that I was going to learn about something that I was actually interested in, such as the theater, music, acting, even makeup. So, and of course it became a secondary hobby. I learned to really enjoy and study the history of entertainment. So when I woke up to this on my feed,
Much of the Democratic Party, it's now fashionable to say that America is racist. That is a lie. America is not a racist country.
Growing up in the Deep South, I've seen racism up close. I know what it is, and it isn't Donald Trump.
Our family went from cotton to Congress in one lifetime. And that's why I believe the next American century can be better than the last.
That was not a Saturday Night Live sketch. Welcome back to AM Joy. I'm Tiffany Cross. If you watched the Republican National Convention last week, you'd almost think that the Republican Party is the one welcoming people of color, given the big display of diversity. The convention featured more than a dozen African American speakers alone. But don't be fooled. I mean, I watched the Republican convention, and seeing the slew of black speakers that they had, it really did look like a modern day minstrel show to me.
I felt the need to at least disagree with the references expressed there based on what I do know of history, and I did watch the RNC. I watched them both. Now, mind you, I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. It's just something that I enjoy doing and researching. But this guy here is.
So the minstrel show was a form of entertainment, and it was a series of traveling shows across the United States. Based on the research, most sources cited around 1830 is when the minstrel shows began, and they really popped in popularity between about 1850 and 1870. That was the height of the popularity for those shows. And these shows feature primarily white actors, and their role in these shows was to mock black people by playing up on the different stereotypes and prejudices at the time.
Here is Margot Jefferson, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author and also an expert on these things.
Some of this came out of a genuine fascination with the music, the songs, the dances, the performance styles of black people. Slavery was all about creating visions types, stereotypes of an entire race of people as subhuman in every way.
So essentially, they're saying that this form of entertainment was developed and produced to make fun and stereotype and belittle and also mock what they perceived as ways of black folks before, during, and after the Civil War. So excuse me, but I don't remember seeing anyone making fun of or belittling anyone or talking down to or even trying to give the impression that anyone else was beneath them or is beneath them. I actually heard a couple of stories of achievement and also because of that achievement, the actual hope that there is for the rest of us on this earth, or at least in the United States. So, you know, I really didn't catch that, but I have actually a couple more questions. Actually, what exactly does this mean?
As friend of the show, Ellie Mastal wrote so eloquently in The Nation, the Republicans invited a cadre of professional black friends to validate Donald Trump and make white people feel a little less racist, and make white people feel a little less racist, and make white people feel a little less racist,
and make white people feel a little less racist.
When did that become an emotion? I'm one of the things that I've actually been racking my brain over. And of course, my final question to this person is,
are you a god?
You actually know what these folks are feeling? Are you reporting from their brains, or are you just a mind reader? Do you have empathic powers? I mean, how could you know that? That's all I have for this one. My main thing was correcting the comparison to the minstrel shows. They're completely, totally different, and they didn't portray the same things whatsoever. But that's just my opinion on it based on what I know. I'm not an expert. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I would love some feedback on this, and I really do enjoy learning the history. If you have any more information than what I found, yes, there was quite a few other videos on YouTube, but some of them were very, very long. And I basically just wanted to get the actual definition of what minstrel shows were. So, thanks again for visiting me on my little acre of the internet today. Before I log off, the last expert really said something that stuck with me and that I've always believed.
Any form of history that gets suppressed or repressed or erased out, it comes back to haunt. What has to happen now is a discussion, an acknowledgement of this charged, complicated, painful history.
I tried to clip out as much of the offensive material that they kept claiming was in these documentaries as possible. But I put the links to all of the videos that I did use for this video in the description below if you'd like to view this stuff yourself. Until next time.